What's up, guys? It's your favorite mystic back again, Siren Simmer, and we're back with another video. So, here's what we're going to be doing today. We're just going to drop right into it immediately. As you can hear in the background, we are giving birth, and I'll just give you some background. I did everything I possibly could. You know, I made her eat all the foods she could. I made her read the book. Also made her, both of them listen to a whole bunch of kiddie music and watch the kiddie channel, because apparently, in case you didn't know, watching the kids channel and listening to kid music while you're pregnant ups your chance of having multiple kids. So I did all of that because I had to, what you mean, and that helped with everything that we were doing. Okay, so I'm gonna have to explain this. I started over my game completely. I didn't say I started over. Why? I did not want any boys. I did not want any boys at all, and I was pissed that she had a boy, because I don't know, I guess in my head I just wanted a bunch of girls. I wanted the legacy to be every heir would be a girl. I just wanted a whole bunch of girls in the house because I wanted to try out all these new traits and personalities that I've never done before with girls. This is probably also because I don't usually make men very often. I don't usually make over men very often. So it would possibly be really hard to do that. So that's why I made stupid names like No Way and then GGGG. But then after a while, I started over my game, right? And then I came back to the game and decided to keep them because it happened again. I don't know if it's impossible to get 3 girls, but apparently what they did, they gave me 1 boy and 2 girls. So see here, I just quit the game because I was so upset. So so as you can see, I came back here, happened again. So I called the boy Blood, so he's going to be Bloodstone, because there is a gemstone called a Bloodstone. You have to do extensive research to find stone names that are more unisex. So I was like, okay, Bloodstone, that's pretty cool. It's cool enough that, you know, I won't be annoyed when I play him. So I have Bloodstone, and then Garnet. That's what I'm naming right now. Girl, Garnet, Red, January. We in it, we here, we live. I don't necessarily remember what Bloodstone is. I'll look it up later and say it in another video. I set them up with randomized traits. I pressed on the randomizer button 10 times to give them randomized traits, because I am a punk and I usually give safe traits that are lucky and can make the game boring. So I decided to randomize a little bit. They didn't get anything too bad, but it's only their first 2 traits, so that's not really, doesn't really mean anything. And now for the last person, we have, did I name her Amethyst? Why am I blanking? I haven't played this family in a couple weeks. That will change today. Yeah, Amethyst. There we are. So Amethyst, Blood, and Garnet Stone. Unfortunately, in that order. But I am calling out Garnet as the oldest because she will more than likely be the heir, or whoever I like most of the time. It's between Amethyst and Garnet. If I end up making Blood the heir, I don't know. Because here's the thing, right? He would have to find a darker skinned sim, because I want to see how dark I can keep my sims before I can lighten them up. Anyway, here this nigga is trolling on the forum. Wait, was that... I'm sorry, that was crazy. But anyway, please click that notification bell, like, comment, and subscribe. We're here. So at this point, I am making the kids' room. And I'll probably say it later in this video, but Jesus, I can see why people don't do the 100 baby challenge with The Sims 3, because it's like, it is quite an undertaking to take care of more than 1 kid. It's quite an undertaking to take care of 1 kid if you don't got money. So even if you have money, it's still an undertaking because it's only 2 of you, and a lot of the times, if you don't do things with the kids irregularly, like feed one at a different time from the other, they're all going to react to things at the same time. And that can be a gift and a curse in terms of like, okay, maybe you want to feed them all at the same time so they all go to sleep at the same time. You know, so that way you can actually get some sleep. Whereas it is better sometimes to have some of them be into things at one point than the other, because then you don't have to hear the other one crying or take care of another one. But catch 22. This is why I don't want kids personally. One of the many reasons. I'm only ever going to do it in this game, and only so I can push out my fashions and push out my personalities that I want to see. You see that table stand? I'm going to be using that one day. This is what me having a bunch of kids is for. And a cute dog. It reminds me of that Victoria's Secret pink dog they were giving out. I knew somebody who had that. I begged them for that dog. They wouldn't give it to me. They didn't really have a reason not to give it to me. They just wanted it for themselves, but it was theirs. I shouldn't have such a nose little kid. But anyway, I saw a music ball. It was a little creepy. The songs were a little creepy, but I was here for the experience, like the experience of having the little box right there. So, at any point, though, it was difficult with these 3 kids. I'm definitely the type to turn down the amount of time that people stay babies, toddlers, and children, because I just don't have the time. But anyway, here we are back at the gameplay. If anybody knows me, I'm not scared of the imaginary friends thing. I actually kind of like it. It's a very weird mechanic that is supernatural. But because I had an imaginary friend growing up, I wouldn't even call her an imaginary friend. Because after a certain time, she just became a part of my personality, which I'm not going to get into that. But I had an imaginary friend, so I really liked that if I ever wanted to play myself in The Sims, that could also be an aspect. So I got imaginary friends for all of them. And I actually named them after their month, where I could. So Bloods is named after March, because I guess the Bloodstone is March. And Garnet's own is January. And Amethyst's own name is February. So I think that was also a way for me to kind of look over the months that were involved as well, because that's also a big thing, like a big thing. But at this point in time, I was like really, really scared, because in any case, what was happening is that these kids were really like, they were doing a whole lot of crying, a whole lot of moaning, a whole lot of groaning. It was a lot. And I was just like, okay, this is just, I didn't realize how much it would be. So I just kind of aged them up after a day or two, right? I just made sure they aged up after a day or two. And their skins were looking weird. So I updated their skins to match their dad's. Because I lightened his skin, but the skin overlay that he has, when darkened a little bit, were good. I'm not going to do it with any of the other kids, because I want it to be as natural as possible. But I have to test it out a little bit. So I aged them up, tried them out a little bit. So I'm not even sure, because right now this is the last of the pre-recorded content, I think. I don't know how much more I have. If I have any more, it's probably only going to be one more video. And this video, I'm also supposed to be showing you, because, let me see, this was upgrading the kids, is what I called this segment. So it's really interesting. I thought this would have been showing when I put the kids into creator style. Oh, it took a fat minute for the one in the middle to get through here. I was like, ma'am. Whatever. This always be happening to me. But, yeah, so as you can see, right, she picks up one, takes care of one. They can get some of their social, or at least their fun time, from the imaginary toy, which is why I'm okay having imaginary toys around. But then she puts down one, she has to go over and pick up the other. At this point in time, also, I made her a homekeeper. So she's like a housewife, essentially. And she's getting paid for that. I had to do that by going to the town hall. This is a modded career. You're not gonna find this normally. It's not like, oh my god, it's if you just download Generations. No, you have to find this with Missy's careers, I think. If you go on Mother Sims, you'll find it. Yes, Amethyst, she was taking forever to grow up. And I hate that, like when I'm trying to speed up the growth a little bit and it don't be working, like for some reason they just be stuck. And then they grow up the next day. I hate that. Like, grow when I tell you to grow. But as you can see right there, the other two, Garnet and Blood. Why am I saying Blood like that? Garnet and Blood are just there playing with their IFs, imaginary friends. And you can see notifications coming up. They're getting really close to their imaginary friends. They should continue playing with them. They want to see what will happen, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, so this is what I've been waiting for. The kids are here. I am conflicted. I'll spoil it now because the kids are already here. I'm at the point where they are children now, just starting to go to school and everything. I don't know if I just want to rush past it, like let them be kids for a few days and then age them up to teens, or keep them as kids for as long as possible so that they can do after school activities and see how that all works, and then gradually have them become teens and then do after school like that, right? But also I'm very aesthetic based, so part of me also wants them to become teens so I can just finally put them into a formed look, like this is your aesthetic, this is your style, this is your personality, this is how you act, and just leave it at that. But they're kids now, so I'm gonna let it rock. One thing I am wondering though, more than the teen children thing, is whether or not I'm gonna switch their imaginary friends. Because at this point, we're not trying. Oh, let me not spoil that. Alright, I'm not gonna spoil it. But here we are in Create a Sim with Blood. See the skin overlay? It looks very realistic, like almost frighteningly so. So I think I tried to change the eye color a little bit. Yeah, so what I do to differentiate them, instead of giving them the skin color of whatever, I give them hair that matches their stone coordinate and eyes that match as well. So a bloodstone is kind of like a greenish black with like hints of red. So I tried my best to, give him some darker green eyes to match the aesthetic, and then some reddish hair to go with that as well, because that's what would go with his stone coordinate. I actually had a lot more stuff for little toddlers than I thought I would, especially for girls. I decided to keep him with the shortcut, the short fade. It's little boys. There really isn't much to do with little boys. They quick. Wasn't that exciting because it's just all the same thing. All you have to do is just kind of color coordinate the clothes, and then that's about it. I was wondering why I barely had any options, and I realized, like I said before, I have my mods in there that remove the clothes. So because I have that mod in there, when I go to little kids and stuff who, their only saving grace is those clothes, that shit is gone. So I have essentially screwed myself a little bit. But it's okay. I think it's okay if I'm a little bit screwed a little bit. Why are you hating? Yeah, but in any case, what I have been thinking about though is just that, like, at this point, I'm just stressed out while I was playing this. Because they were just whooping and hollering, making all this noise, always hungry, always. It's like, honestly, I'm not playing this to have a bunch of babies. I'm playing this to have a bunch of personalities, So, luckily, this episode will go by pretty fast. It's one of the shorter episodes. Because I was too annoyed to, film anything. Because it was really just me taking care of their needs the whole time. And making sure that they were taken care of enough so I would be able to get their needs met so I could pick their treat. But then I realized it doesn't really matter because then I could just randomize it. I don't know. I might have to try again for another kid, maybe not. But you know how legacies go, like she doesn't have to have all of the names of all of the kids. Like the kids could have some Gemstone kids as well. Hold on. Fat minute. Big minute. Alright. This is Garnet. Yeah, so as you can see, their skin color is kind of varied. And I just like matched them up after a while because I was like, nah, let them all have the same skin color because they're twins. I'll just differentiate them by eye color and hair color, but their skin will be the same. Possibly when they become teenagers, I'll differentiate facial features slightly, but that only depends on if I really don't like their face and it's really like, ooh, I don't know about that, you know? Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is Garnet. Alright. So Garnet is obviously like a deep red color. So I decided to give her bright red eyes, which might even look a little supernatural, but you know what? Who cares? Who cares? It doesn't really make too much sense to, you know. Oh, I thought their faces, like the bottom half of their faces, looked really weird, so I was trying to fix that with the lips. Except that's just how the babies look. They have like these weird, misshapen type of faces. So I was like, After I realized that, I decided to leave it alone because then they're gonna become kids and then they'll mellow out at that point in time. So at that point, yes, you guys can see here I had a lot more choices for little girls when it came to hair. So I decided to see, you know, okay, did I want to give her that 4A, that 3C? Or did I want to give her that 4C? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I clicked on the hats and that was, you know, buzzing out of control. Took a minute to load up. Guys, I was so pissed off the other day. Like, I was playing a personal game, aged her up a little bit so I could have her go to university because I did want to test that out before I did that here in Legacy. And I might go and try it again, but I was so annoyed at what happened. So I aged her up and then I spent like a clean hour in Create a Sin giving her different outfits. I kept her with one hair because I didn't want to spend too long in there. But then you know what happens when you have the instant save and it'll come after a certain time. And yes, I love all these hairs. I like this particular hair as well, but apparently it's only for toddlers. I'm like, man. It also looks so cute with the Bantu knots with the ribbons, but whatever. I only get naked Bantu knots. But anyways, so I was playing it and you know, I gave her personality. She was a young adult, I gave personality. Everybody was aging up. Her man was aging up. I don't even remember if her man had aged up though. Maybe it's a good thing the game just crashed. But the game crashed after I'd given her a whole new wardrobe and aged her up. And I was upset because, not because of that, but because I'd spent so long Create a Sin. Like if it had crashed after I'd saved her age up, after I'd saved her outfits, that would be fine. But it didn't, so I was pissed off. But hey, anyway, such is life. Look at all these hairstyles. Like, yes, they're cute, but like I said, I plan to have kids in the future. Maybe with them, maybe with Dominique and Jared, that will continue on in this legacy. And we'll see exactly how it's supposed to look. Oh, am I changing the skin color now? Yeah. There was another game I was playing actually as well. I had made the Rugrats as young adults. They had CC that I took out of my game. I have them as like packs, so I could just put them back in. But the thing with some of that CC is that I'd have to like switch it out. Like, okay, I'm gonna remove this CC today and put in this CC. Like, I ain't got time for that, so I'm just trying to get used to the CC that I already have. plus the ones that I shoved into my game through the launcher recently. And so I decided to like play them again and put them in Aurora Skies. So of course, because the CC that I'd used to dress them and even do some of their hair is gone, they were just, they were naked, just regular Maxis match looking all crusty. So I decided to go into NRAS and edit them, but it would never let me go to this section here, the face section. Like you see gender, hairbrush, face. It wouldn't let me click on hairbrush. It would let me click on clothes. It would let me click on hair. It wouldn't let me click on the face. And it's like, look, I need to change this makeup. I need to change some facial features, because the way I thought they looked good when I was making them before, it's not the same as now. Like now I have sliders. Now I have more special things that I can use. Like I cannot just leave them like this, and it wouldn't let me go in there. Like I'd have to double click on it, click off of it, get out the game. So I removed them, right? So I've been having little tiny issues with my game recently that's been like really getting on my nerves. But anyways, such is life. Anyway, Garnet is so cute. Yeah! Garnet is so cute. I found a perfect little dress to put her in. Matched her hair, matched her aesthetic. And we did that. Yeah. So there's actually more clothes in this base game for these kids, but because I'm hiding most of them, you're not seeing them at all. Okay, so now this one is going to skip forward to Amethyst for obvious reasons. And, yeah. Yeah, so I know there's a way to change the name at the courthouse, but I forgot how that worked. I used to play this game so often that there was tiny things that I knew, but also a lot that I didn't know, which is why I love this game. So I just go into Edit Create a Sim to change their names that way. It probably won't change their name. When you click on it, it'll say household. It'll probably still say Jared Frio household, even though all their names are now changed. Like, whatever. Oh, so you can actually see here that Amethyst has Dominique's eyes. I'm not sure if I recognized that the first time, and I'm going to change it, obviously, to, the kind of pinkish purple that Amethyst requires. But she actually was the only kid that came out with her mom's eyes. To be honest, I might make her the heir just for that. Like what I might do is like anybody that comes out with the same eye color as the heir becomes the new heir. Maybe that's what I'll do. And if more than one person comes out with the same eye color, then I'll pick another metric. Oh, Miss Pleasant Sims is finally pregnant and beginning to post a little bit on her vlog channel. So happy for her. It's so sad that she came out of the Sims community, because she definitely reinvigorated the game. To be honest, her playing The Sims 2 didn't make The Sims 2 seem much easier. To be honest, it just kind of exemplified how difficult that game can be. But what I will give her, I'll give her this, man. I will give her this. She is meticulous as a gamer, and she has fun being meticulous. And the way she does that is also partially the way I do it. I can be meticulous, but just in terms of getting things done, necessarily in making my entire town the way I want to. Like she plays mayor. Like when she plays a game, she plays the mayor. So yeah. Good wishes to her and her husband, and many blessings and healings for that little baby. Wait, did I really give her this hair? I don't remember her having this hair. But then again, I don't even remember how long they stayed little babies for. Please tell me I have on tape when they aged up to children, because that would be beyond foolish of me to not have them as little children. But anyway, we're winding down to the end of the video. It's getting a lot easier to talk as long as I have something to comment about. The minutes drawn by. I hope that's how it is for y'all. You guys not getting annoyed of my voice. But in any case, please comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you'd like to see. Let me know if you're excited for Garnet, Amethyst, and Blood's lives. Let me know what I should do with the imaginary friends, because once they become kids and they'll start walking around and become real, do you think I should make them real kids? I'm a real boy. Think I should Pinocchio them for real, or should I leave them as puppets? Let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear your suggestions on that, and let me know what else you'd want to see. I have a couple more regular commentaries where I'll be talking about the boys very soon, because y'all got me messed up. I know the show is not finished yet. Before I can talk about it when it's finished, I'm gonna talk about it when I feel like it. I'm gonna make a video about that. I do like that my Avatar videos are not stirring up controversy, because not many people have seen it. But you know what, low-key, I hope it stays that way, because I ain't got time for the beef. I ain't got time for the mess. Oh my god, Amethyst is so cute. I might make her the heir because she's my favorite. I love the name Amethyst. When I used to watch Trolls, which is where I got the idea of gemstones from.